throughout the time that I've made these top 10 videos, I've always looked at like my favourites or the tops or the best. However, it occurs to me that there's also a lot of negative things to look at in video games as well, which could be maybe in a funny way. So, I've done a few videos on the Simpsons hit and run over the years, but now I think it's finally time that I maybe put out some egregiouses, or put out some things that aren't so great. Even though it is my favourite game of all time, there are some missions in this game which can be a bit tedious, or a bit difficult, or just necessarily dull. So, this is what I'm going to be looking at in today's video. So, in this video, I'm going to be covering what I think are the top 10 worst Simpsons hit and run missions. Number 10, Principal. So in this mission on level 3, Lisa basically has to help Principal Skinner collect a couple of errands before the time runs out. So basically this isn't a hard mission, it's just it's quite a dull one really. So you end up driving Principal Skinner's sedan along with Principal Skinner and his mother around the bay, just collecting a couple of items, whether it includes like creams or laundry or stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, it's not a difficult mission or anything like that. It's just really tedious, and that's why I probably have to have it at number 10 on this list. Number 9, Monkey See, Monkey Doll. So this is a mission in level 2. So Bart is basically trying to build a giant monster robot in the arena, but he needs to get certain parts. In this mission, you need to get a blender from Dr. Nick. However, his monkeys have escaped, so you need to go and get them. So for this, you will require the Mr. Plow from Homer, first off. But the reason this is number 9 on this list is because this is more to do with when I was first playing the game when I was younger. But for some reason, I hated this mission back in the old days. I don't as much now. And actually, I think personally the song that plays the Monkey See, Monkey Do is actually one of the better ones in the game. But I just couldn't ignore the fact that when I was growing up, this was a very tedious and dull mission. So that's why it's number 9 on this list. Number 8, There's Something About Monty. Now, I'm not going to lie, there's a little bit of a theme in the later entries of this list, and I think that'll become quite obvious later on. But yes, this is set in level 7, so the objective of this is to drive to the nuclear power plant to find the kind of nuclear waste where it's buried. The main reason I've put this on the list is because not of the mission properly itself, but technically the end of the mission, how to actually see Mr. Burns. This drove me mad. Like, the amount of times I ended up climbing up the building and the UFO only to just fall down constantly over and over again. So, while the mission itself isn't difficult, the climb is so annoying. That's why I couldn't avoid putting this There's Something About Monty on this list at number 8. Number 7, Milking the Pigs. So this is the level 6 bonus mission in which you have to help Snape collect kind of items to clear up his loose ends. So first off, you have to destroy Chief Wiggum's police car, which isn't easy because, well, it's quite fast. Then you end up having to destroy a couple of milk trucks. Actually, it might be just one milk truck. But yes, the reason this is on this list is because this is actually a fairly difficult two-parter. So first off, you have to destroy the police car, which in itself is quite quick, and then you have to destroy the milk car. So you have to make a decision really. Do you go with a fast car, or do you go with a tough one? That's why it's a little bit of a difficult decision. The reason this is not actually much higher up is because, well, first off, there's missions that are a lot harder than this, I admit, and the main reason is because you get access to what I think, well, if you would have seen my list, is one of the top 3 cars in the game. You get access to Snape's to Snape's car, which, yes, I ended up driving that a lot, so that's why this is number 7 on the list. Number 6, 8 is too much. This is a mission in level 5 where Apu basically needs to get hold of 8 nappies for his children, but the Shelbyville van, the Shelbyville 9, sorry, the parents of the Shelbyville 9, that's better. They've collected all the diapers. Nappies is basically what we call diapers in the UK, by the way. So yes, you're required to get the Homer from Homer, obviously. And the reason this is actually so high on the list is because it's actually not a guarantee that I used to do this. Quite a few times I actually used to fail this mission because the timer expired, mainly because the Shelbyville car is actually decently quick, and yeah, so I had trouble sometimes getting it. Even in the gameplay video I did on my channel, I barely made it with a few seconds to spare. So it's not exactly a guarantee that this is doable on your first try, so that's why it's number 6 on this list. Number 5, Lab Cope Caper. In this mission, you're required to use Bart Simpson, well, on level 6, and you need to follow Professor Frank around. And when I mean around, you have to follow him around and around and around. This is one of the most tedious missions in the Simpsons Hit and Run game, and actually I'd say overall it's the most tedious because you have to stay quite close to Professor Frank, doing like circles over and over again. So yeah, this one is pretty tedious, and yeah, there's been a couple of occasions where I've kind of lost my patience with this mission, not because it was difficult, but because I kind of crashed and lost track of Professor Frank doing the circles. So yeah, very tedious, and it's at number 5 on this list. Number 4, Flaming Tires. So this is the bonus mission of level 7, and it's easily the hardest bonus mission. The time on this is pretty tight, so unless you've got a really fast car, you're not going to do it. So in this mission, Mr. Smithers is trying to find the items from Mr. Burns. I believe there's 3 of them in total. Yeah, there's 3 of them in total. It's all around the Quickie Mart. And like I said, if you don't have a fast car, you're not going to do it, because the timing is pretty tough on this one. So yeah, that's basically all there is to it. That's why it's so high on the list, is because this mission, if I'm correct, it unlocks the fastest car in the game. If I'm correct, it's either the Formula 1 car or it's the hover bike. It's one of the two. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, yeah, that's why, quite simple. That's why it's number 4 on this list. Number 3, Set to Kill. So this is the penultimate level on level 6, and it's yeah, I'm probably not gonna lie, this is probably the most annoying mission. Apart from the number 1 on this list, this is probably the most annoying mission in the game. So the objective is, you finally got evidence to Krusty that there are laser guns being hidden and distributed, and your target is to destroy all the 3 laser gun stands before the time runs out. In order to do this, you have to get the supervillain car from Kenny, and this is a massive headache. So first off, you have to make sure you've got good amount of speed, but the problem is the supervillain car is not that durable. So in order to get all of the gun stands in time, I think there's 25 of them. I think the last one's by the Krusty Burger, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think the last one's at the Krusty Burger. So pretty much the other side of the map. And yeah, the time is quite tight, and I failed this multiple occasions in the past. And yeah, this is an absolute headache. So no wonder then that this is number 3 on this list. Taking the runners-up spot on the list, at number 2 we have Quickie Cache. So this is the other level 5 mission, which is quite annoying, and yeah, it again involves Snape. So with this one, you need to first escape Police Chief Wiggum, and then you need to find an armoured car. And this is why it's on this list. The problem with this mission is you have no choice but to use Snape's car. And it takes forever to destroy that armoured car. Basically, if you don't find wrenches, you're not going to do it. And I believe, if I'm correct, you do have a time limit. So that's why this is very annoying. Like, it's not the easiest, well, it's not an easy mission, but the reason it's so high on the list is because it's the fact that you have to destroy an armoured car, which is one of the toughest vehicles in the game, with Snape's convertible, which is one of the weakest. The only saving grace, the only reason it's not further down on this list, as in the only reason it's not number 1, is because you're driving with Snape. That's it. If Snape wasn't a driver, it would not be second on the list. But there is, despite this, there is one mission which simply can't be ignored for the number 1 spot. So, taking the honour of being the worst mission in the Simpsons Hit and Run, at number 1 we have Alien Autopsy Part 3. So this is the final mission in the Simpsons Hit and Run, and it is the hardest, easily. So many times over multiple playthroughs I've struggled to get this one done, mainly because of the criteria it requires. So first off, you're required to use Abe Simpson's military jeep, which has a rock in the back. So it is hell fast, but the time is hell quick. I hope that makes sense. So the first part is you need to escape a black car to get to the power station. Then you actually need to pick up some more nuclear waste. But the problem with this one is the time is so tight, you have to like put the pedal to the metal. And if you hit anything, your nuclear waste is gone, and you have to go all the way back to the power station. And multiple times this has happened where I've lost the nuclear waste, crashed. Sorry, yeah, I've lost the nuclear waste by crashing, and run out of time before I could get back to the power plant. So, yeah, even on the best of runs, it takes multiple attempts to get the nuclear waste from the power station to the end. No wonder then that it takes God knows how long to do it. But yeah, the only saving grace is that, of course, this is the final mission of the game, unless you miss down bonus missions and want to go back. But yeah, this mission is very difficult, and that's why it is the number 1 worst mission in The Simpsons Hit and Run.
Let me check my underwear. That was so painful.